I call this meeting to order at 1:09 p.m. Secretary Reese, can you please call the roll? Yes. Nathan Scott.
Here.
Marion Reed. Here. Sarah Golden. Here. Connor Peters.
Here.
Sean Peters.
Here.
Connor Music.
Here.
Luke Armstrong.
Here.
Caleb Lomardino. Darby Hay. Eli Turner.
Here.
Maureen Mills. Here. Nick Schultz.
Here. He's here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say my name? I'm here. Sorry.
Trevor Mule. Kate McCoy.
Here.
Ben Nidell. Charles Anderson.
Here.
Clark Thomas.
Here.
Brett Saint.
Here.
And Jonathan Lee.
Here.
All right. So we do need quorum. We move on to the adoption of the minutes. Without objection, those will be adopted. Okay, and then adoption of the agenda. Without objection, we will adopt the agenda. Okay, committee reports from Eli Turner of Capital Project.
Oh, hey, what up? Okay, so a couple things. Several students reached out to me, and I've had 2 students so far, which is usually more than anything because people never reach out to me, SOS. But concerning the Baker Fitness Center and not necessarily structural improvements to the actual building, but some improvements to the machines and some additions. I met with Emily Ludwig to kind of hear what some students are saying there because she's kind of in charge of everything there. And she pointed out that several of the machines being used are out of date, and a lot of improvements are needed on the equipment. So actually, the main concern were some racks, squat racks and things like that. Those are out of date and not as functional as they should be for people these days, as well as some new hand cycles that we had discussed for accessibility needs and things like that. And I actually have the quotes from Emily. I don't know if I can share those or not. Is that allowed?
I would say, yeah.
Okay, cool. We have 3 different quotes for the squat racks. We would get 3 of them because that is how many we have now, and the goal would be to replace all 3. And oh my gosh, I just had it pulled up. Where did I put it? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to pull it up. $9,000. I guess that's the important thing. That would be needed for the squat racks. And Nathan, would you be able to tell me exactly the budget of capital projects? I know it's kind of been up in the air a few times. I'm not telling anyone anything just because, like, obviously.
So the official budget for the SGA budget that was approved by the Senate listed $5,000 for capital projects. However, there are other pots of money, and the reason why we had that significant of a cut as compared to last year is because we want to utilize other pots of reserve funds. That way we can have that allocated money for other areas. So 5,000 with a kind of question mark on whatever we need, we can find some other area of funding. as we work along. And so we can need to discuss that more at a later point.
Okay, yeah, because I have the we got 3 different quotes for squat racks, two for these a brand called Matrix, and then one for a brand called X Cage. She recommended the cheaper version, the cheaper Matrix version, which is sitting at $9,269. And the next price up was at 12,000, and those included a pull-up bar. So it's like a $3,000 increase for pull-up bars. So she suggested that. She also sent some pictures of the men's locker room and shower. Lockers are no longer accessibility efficient, and the men's shower needs a new coat on the floor. I'm actually looking at pictures now, and if I could share my screen, I so would, but these are actually disgusting. I obviously, as you can tell, do not utilize the weight room at Missouri Western State University, but lots of other people do. So that's kind of been on the plate as well. And then I actually on Monday was able to go tour the trail to where the sidewalk crosses James McCarthy Drive over the road, and there is discrepancies in accessibility. It's not wheelchair accessible across through there, so anyone using a wheelchair cannot actually cross the road there to continue the rest of the trail. So that needs to be addressed as well. Otherwise, that's all I have. I'll be kind of talking to different senators to see what kind of support any of this has. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. I do have a quick question. As far as the quotes that you gave us, is that a total of all the machines, or is that per?
Oh, yep. So that's total for all of them. So for 3 units, it would be $9,269.77.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other questions for Senator Smart? Okay, thank you for your report. We'll be moving on to the Cecilia of the SGA Committee. Are they on there? Okay, we'll move on to Brett Shanks of Health and Safety.
All right, so nominations before are now. We're having our first meeting after SGA Day. If anyone wants to email me at BCN3, I'll send you a Zoom link. We're gonna probably have all our meetings after SGA, so and also we're gonna be sending out more students to the formal forms of safety. That's about it. I'll see you guys next week on everything's gonna be.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Senator Shanks?
Yeah, one question.
Okay.
Brett, when did you say the your first meeting was going to be?
Just right after the SGA meeting. So we're just gonna head up to the office. So just email me and I'll send you the Zoom link.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Or I'll just email you. I
like that better.
Oh yeah, we usually have meetings with there and a few others. And we kind of talk, we talk mostly about COVID and and we come up with ideas on how to put this thing of mask wear and things along that sort. Some of the ideas came up with one was okay, yeah, it was just basic ideas. Can't think of a lot right now. Like I know one of them, of course, is one I came up with was movie night overall. Easy to keep everyone separated. We did it during your 30 minutes. Thank you. That sounds big, easy one to do, they're separated, fine. We can get, if we get them, we'll get pulled out. And I know one honor is, yeah, so also mentioned in that, NASDAQ, Missouri West. President Scott, Director Bolton, and I are working on. That's more a student-oriented initiative. So that's focusing on student promotion of mass usage and distancing. We're also in that meeting we discussed ways for the university to market those same ideas. And I emailed Ken Tyre from Marcom earlier this week. This was a list of those ideas and offered support from SGA, from that. So very productive. A lot of
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Okay, we'll be moving on to reports from Hannah Berry. She's absent, so we'll move on to Sean Peters, Director of Finance.
Okay, so I guess Monday, I think we had a meeting, we went over appropriations. And after our meeting, we approved board game club, $743.17 for master subscription, community beyond, and the D&D legendary bundle. We thought this was necessary for them to function as an RSO. Not only that, but they can also share the supplies with the new Dungeons and Dragons RSO. And that is all I have for you.
Are there any questions for Director Peters? Seeing none, we'll move on to Connor Peters, Director of Public Relations and Marketing.
So this week I completed branding for the Mascot Missouri Western Initiative. This included an introductory video, a logo, and a checklist that we can send to students to help us promote mask usage and distancing. I drafted an SGA recruitment email, which is going through approval right now, but basically it's promoting Senate, Chief Justice position, and then various committees in SGA that are recruiting right now. So the hope is that we send this in a mass email to students and generate interest and involvement in SGA. I also designed some reusable marketing materials, specifically two vertically oriented banners and one horizontally oriented banner that we can reuse for years. And then I also began extracting official social media statistics from our platforms, which will be ready next week. Basically measuring the success of the Ultimate Griffin Starter Pack giveaway, which we started at the beginning of the school year, and that is all I have to report.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Director Peters? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to Luke Armstrong, Director of Risk Invest.
Hey guys, so just a quick update on the school supply drive that I talked about last week. We're actually going to move it back a bit, and so starting the 14th of September, the different offices, like the business office and stuff like that, will have boxes that will start a competition to whoever gets the most school supplies will get points for this competition. And I can get more information about that later. But that's moving back and it'll run until the end of the month. Another thing is I just had a meeting with the Center for Service, and they're doing really great things and they have lots of different projects. But the main thing they need right now is exposure in students. So if you don't know the Center for Service, that it is you can get a credit hour for volunteer hours, but it can't be anything that you're doing for an RSO. But if you want more information, you can talk to Dr. Gary Clapp, and go over on to Peter and talk to him. But yeah, so if you want service hours, you can go to Center. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Director Armstrong? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to Connor Music, Assistant Director of External Relations.
All right, this Tuesday I met with Luke to discuss the possible third Thursday September event, which was supposed to be a sort of puppy play date with a local animal shelter. However, they will not be able to do it because due to COVID, they're not allowing groups into their shelter. So we are now exploring alternative events for September. Two things that have been mentioned so far would be possibly a bowling night at Felt Entertainment, or possibly sort of movie night, maybe down in Felix Square. I think we have access to one of those inflatable movie screens, so we have the equipment already to do a movie night. We just need to get in touch with Felix Square and make sure we have space reserved, and get in touch with the movie provider to make sure we have the rights to show a movie. I'm still looking for members for the External Affairs Committee. I heard from one person this week saying he's interested, but I'm still looking for more people to fill more seats.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Director Beasley? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to Deshira Bolden, Director of Student Involvement.
Hey, everybody. First and foremost, thank you for coming to POC. We had a quick meeting. I did explain the Mask Up initiative introduced by President Scott. So if you did not get an email, but you're wanting to get involved with that, don't worry, we will have multiple weeks where we're sending out different emails for everybody to get involved. So other than that, that's all I have to put, other than me falling.
Are there any questions for Director Bolden? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to my report. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here in person or through Zoom. Quick thing I would like to note is that if you are going to show up in person, it would be nice to be here by 12:55 if possible, so that we can start as close to 1 p.m. as possible. That gives us still a few minutes to get everything situated with the Zoom and with the live stream to YouTube, just so we can be respectful of everyone's time. So that will be a great help. Other than that, I don't have anything else. Are there any questions for me? Okay, we'll move on to the President's report.
Hello, everyone. So I don't have a ton to report. I don't even have a slideshow this week. We've been making a lot of progress. There's been a lot of progress on the stuff I've been saying we're working on. And so I don't want to continue to repeat myself by just saying, yeah, we work on it. But we did get a lot of stuff worked out, especially stuff kind of been reported by our other directors. But I hope that we should have some stuff kind of finalized for stuff that I can report on next week on some of these initiatives that we've been working on. Besides that, I've been in some conversations about some renovations with this space. Hopefully some details can come out soon. I apologize to anyone watching on YouTube or anyone that is participating in the Zoom call, as I am aware that the audio and the video is not of great quality, but we are trying. And so hopefully with some of the renovations that we'll be talking about in the future, it'll make the stream quality so much better where we're all able to really understand each other and really, kind of see what's going on. So that's basically what I have to report this week, and I hope you all have a wonderful extended weekend.
Thank you. Are there any questions for President Scott? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to a new business. This is just the first reading, so we'll be reading the legislation and voting next week. So, Senate Bill fiscal year 21-10. And MWSU Senate Bill to confirm the appointment of Kay Cortez as a senator of the MWSU SGA Senate. Whereas Kay Cortez meets the requirements to become a senator, and President Scott has appointed Kay Cortez as senator of the MWSU SGA Senate. Therefore, we, the Student Government Association of Missouri Western State University, hereby enact to confirm the appointment of Kay Cortez as senator of the MWSU Senate. And therefore, let it be finally enacted that a copy of the bill shall be sent to Nathan Scott, SGA President, and Hannah Piowski, Dean of Students, for signature. Okay, sponsorship speech by President Scott.
Hello, everyone. So, Kate meets all the requirements, and so therefore we are asking these questions.
All right, are there any questions for President Scott? Okay, we'll move on to the next bill, which is Senate Bill Fiscal Year 21-11, an MWSU Senate Bill to confirm the appointment of Nikki Pulliam as a senator of the MWSU SGA Senate. Whereas Nikki Pulliam meets the requirements to become a senator, and whereas President Scott has appointed Nikki Pulliam as a senator of the MWSU SGA Senate. Therefore, we, the Student Government Association of Missouri Western State University, hereby enact to confirm the appointment of Nikki Pulliam as a senator of the MWSU SGA Senate. Therefore, let it be finally enacted that a copy of this bill should be sent to Nathan Scott, SGA President, and Hannah Piowski, Dean of Students, for signature. I would like to note that there is an error on the name, and that will be fixed by next meeting, so we can properly vote on that. Sponsorship speech by President Scott.
Hello, everyone. So, Mickey Pulliam, as we all should know, is a former senator of SGA and has been around for about as long as I have in the SGA Senate. And so, they are coming back to serve again, and we're excited to have them back. And so, they meet all the requirements, and we're excited to appoint them back to the SGA. So.
Are there any questions for President Scott? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to open discussion. Does anyone have the topic for open discussion to bring to the floor? All right, perfect. Any announcements? We'll have one announcement by Secretary Reed.
Oh, yeah. One moment. So, Jessica Rose has asked me to make an announcement in relation to the new, Zoom event that will occur. It's called Fight for the Tower. I don't know much about the event. It's just something that's happening and we want to let you guys get on. I sent all senators an email about the event, so just make sure you guys repost the flyer, things like that. Let me find it to let you guys see what it looks like. Okay. So this is what the event is. It'll be on Zoom September 9th at 3 p.m. But in person in Pratt 201. If you have any questions and things like that, you can go to the CME or contact Jessica for more information on what the event is, how we'll go, and ways to get more students on Zoom and in person for the event. And that's all that I have.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions? Okay, are there any other announcements anyone would like to make?
Can I do my committee report? I just got in. I was having technical difficulties.
Oh, yes, that's fine. So you can go.
Okay.
Your report.
I say this every time I make a report. This is all I have to report. I'm looking for more senators to sit on the committee because the committee hasn't been up and running in a while. So if anybody's interested, please let me know and we can find times that work for everybody. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions on that? Okay, with that being said, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn. Anyone can go ahead. In a second.
Second.
All right, this meeting is adjourned. Break, everyone.
Good meeting.